Oh, you need some water? Hang on a minute. I'm coming. Well, hello, Miss Love. How you doing, darling? Hey, number one all the way. Hang on just a minute. I got to get this dog some water. He's about to drive me crazy. He's dragging his water bowl around. Be right back. Sorry about that. That dog was driving me crazy. How you doing, love? Oh, that's fine. I just gonna go ahead and open it up. I figured they'd come in when I got ready. Hello, Miss Lillian. How you doing, darling? I'm doing fine, love. That Day's a sweetheart, isn't she? All right. What are you teaching a class in? How to eat Vegemite or what? CPR. Okay. Been there, done that. I practiced that a few times, Sean. I was a medic in Vietnam for 2 years. Hello, Miss Fairy Dust. Lillian, since you got your glasses, does it make everything look bigger? Hmm. Oh, thank you. I wasn't fishing for that, but I appreciate it. Hello, Miss Amy. You didn't go to sleep tonight, huh? Ooh, who you talking to, Fairy Dust? That leaves 99% of the people in this room out. There you go, Lillian. Well, you ladies are tough now. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, dang. Paradise is getting plumb kinky already tonight. Boy, me too, Sean. I looked around to see if I had somebody behind me. I don't know how many in this chat I'd be comfortable with them being behind me, but whoo, that's funny down here. All the blue bonnets are budded out. All the trees have got flowers on them. Garden coming up. I think, oh, Miss Anderson. Hello, Michael Ann. You snuck in the door and I didn't see you, girl. Yeah, I got some desert front property too, Lillian. I think me and my buddy might have eyes were bigger than our stomach were gonna be. Man, we planted that half-acre garden. There's gonna be some work involved in that, but that sure tastes good when we get stuff out of it. I can't believe y'all are still getting snow. That just blows my mind. Is this late to be getting it, Lillian? No. Is this late to be getting any snow? I'm gonna straighten that out before I get in trouble. What about the weather where you're at, Michael Ann? Weird weather this year. I'm gonna tell you what, the wind here in Texas in the last few days is killing. Got on that motorcycle and ran the store right quick today, and I was leaning over to 45 to go straight down the highway. The wind was blowing so strong. We got a possibility of rain. We need some here. It's dry. Y'all ought to all be happy. I'm fixing to chunk this squeaky chair outside and put my new one in here so it'll quit squeaking at y'all all night. Yeah, and that's the truth. Wow, Lily. That's wild. We don't get snow down here very often. Normally, the last 2 years we've got some, but normally it's about every 4 or 5 years we'll get a dust, and that's about it. Maybe an inch or two, and it's usually gone in a day. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, Perry dust. You pass it up north. Yeah, I've been wanting to go on a little 3 or 4 day camping trip, but I like to have a fire. Hello, Mr. Kenny B. Double D. Somebody needs to make Kenny a T-shirt like that. Yep. Thanks, Kenny. You're on the drive, aren't you? What'd you do today, Lillian? Besides getting your glasses. Fairy just is drinking a cool one. Kenny dreaming about boobs. And Amy's awake for my live stream. Amy, I think I'm gonna take them. These sleeping pills everybody sells. I just sell a membership to my live stream. See, that'll make it work. And I know Michael Ann wasn't up to any good. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. You can get by with it. Say what? I said I knew you were up to trouble or no good today. You get as bad as me about playing on YouTube. Is it no bueno, huh? Well, send it on down to Amy and on down to me. I'm just about 400 miles straight south from Amy. I ate real healthy today. I got in the mood for it and went and got some one of these chicken places and got some chicken and ate it. Ate pretty good for a change. Something different. I'm getting just about due to go get me a prime rib someplace. Cat, are y'all just about through with the snow normally? Yeah, I'm getting hungry for it. Put a little horseradish on it, and that sauce they got on top of it. That'll make you slap your brain. Wow. Yeah, and I'm glad I live someplace. I know it gets hot here in Texas, but I just had that, and I had the snow. Boy, you just staying in bed all the time, aren't you, Crystal? You doing all right, girl? Oh Lord, Fairy Dust is gonna get it going again here. You, you need to watch how you post your chat, Fairy Dust. Oh, darn. A bunch of guys will pull some stunts, won't they? Mm. Yeah, somebody needs to come up here. I'm getting tired of talking to myself. Oh, couldn't it? Mm. Yeah. Yep. No, I ain't gonna say that. I get kicked off my own live. I laughed today. I actually cried. I went by the Harley shop, and there's three or four young gals working there, and I got up and going with them all the time. One of them walked up behind me and hugged me from behind, and I said, "Damn, that felt good. Do that again." She did it again, and one of those boys sitting up in the office just shook his head and said, "How in the hell do you do that?" Oh Lord, I laughed. I got a damn squirrel that's running around on the roof of my trailer. I think they're having a party up there, line dancing or something. Ray, how you doing? You working tonight? Or is this your night off? No, there's times to give karate chops and there's times not to, Paradise. Hey, you want to come on up on panel? Give them somebody else to pick on up here beside me. Hello, Sharon Lewis. How you doing? Miss Diane Phoenix. Hello, darling. Now that could be going a lot of different ways, Sharon. You need to explain yourself, girl. I'm just curious to see what Ray's going to eat for supper. Everybody on YouTube, when they say Alabama Hill, think about Ray. Or maybe I should say Rays, plural. Okay, Sharon. You know, it's funny about traveling around the U.S. is that the country is so varied. You know, you can drive 150 miles and be in the deepest desert that you can be in, and that 150 miles, you can be on top of a mountain someplace. It's a pretty neat country. I tell you what, I wish the weather was straightened out. The mountains are causing me pretty heavy. Mm. Is that about your favorite place, Ray? Yeah,
Ooh,
that's good. How far is it for you to go there? Only places I don't like is the places that there's 9 million people. I'm not a crowd person at all. Yeah, I'm from where you're living out. How long does it take you to get to Alabama Hills? Oh, okay, 4 hours. That's not bad at all. Have you made any more plans on your motorcycle trip, Ray? Cat, I don't think Kevin even knows. I think he wakes up in a new world every day sometimes. Well, tomorrow night I'll be sort of slow in here. Y'all have to take over because I'm fixing to. I bought 2 racks of ribs today, and I'm fixing to put them on the grill. I know what'll happen. I'll sit there and eat 1 rack by myself. Yeah, you fixing to hit the road, aren't you, Cat? That one will go in the freezer. That'll be my munchie rack. I'm surprised Ray likes them Alabama Hills. There ain't many fish tacos up there. That is one thing I've never tried. I was watching a YouTube video today, and there was a little old gal on there that was wanting one of them Ford Transit vans, and she found a second-hand one, but it was a low roof deal. So she bought it, and then when she got the money gathered back up, well, she went and got a high top put on it. That's a pretty neat rig. And she did it pretty easy because that high top wasn't but like $2,800, and it was several thousand more for a stand-up van. Yeah, I can see it now. Fairy Dust trying to get a strip poker game going with Ray. Hey, here we go again. Well, I like tacos. I like fish thin and crisp. I do not like it real fluffy. Hey, what? I don't have to do that. You don't ever see them around here. Excuse me. There you go, Ray. There's one thing about a game of strip poker with a good-looking woman you can't lose. Mm-mm. About 40 years ago, a bunch of us got together, and I say a bunch, 4 or 5, got together and got a strip poker game going on a dare, and carried it so far and then quit. But anyway, like, like I say, that's been 40 years ago. And here the other day, I ran into one of them gals in that strip poker game. She was waiting on me in the store. Just when I turned around and started to walk out, I said, "Hey, you been in any strip poker games lately?" You talk about an old gal blushing. What in the hell did you have to bring that up for? Boy, she turned all kind of red. I went out the door laughing. I was scared I was fixing to get hit. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I was pretty nice about it. I could have said, if I remember right, everything was pretty nice. Woo! Lee Fairy Dust is on the roll tonight. She already in the threesome. Sharon, thanks for coming in, gal. If a snore wakes you up, we'll come on back in. I'm just curious about this. The Everybody that's ever played strip poker, put a one in the chat. Damn, typing got slow. I knew we had a wild crew in here. Nobody else gonna type anything, huh? Hmm. Yeah, sometimes a swimming pool and a little bit of alcohol can get interesting. You always tell who's getting a little frisky by which ones are at the shallow end of the pool. Somebody was talking about Easter break. I went to Lauderdale one year, and we got out there, and the first night we got there, we let people everywhere, and half the people in that pool were skinny dipping. The next night, I walked out of that hotel room. I was on the second floor, and you couldn't even see the swimming pool. Somebody had dumped 2 or 3 boxes of Tide in the swimming pool, and that pump was making it suds up. There were suds all the way up to the second story. It was built in a U, and I said that was enough. I got to go somewhere else. Yep. Yeah, you don't have to dry anything off. I mean, you don't have to hang anything up to dry it off. Ray, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage? Yeah, that was crazy. I bet it took them a month to clean that place up. Hello, Cookie. We're taking a poll in here, Cookie, on how many people is in the chat has played strip poker before. If you played strip poker before, you're supposed to put a one in the chat. Cookie said, I think I'm in the wrong chat. Cookie gonna join the club. It might not have helped your throat, but you didn't care, did you? Yeah, we all did, Cookie. Every once in a while, I go back and play that song that I don't look good naked anymore. Cookie, I can't get no company up here. Won't you come on up on chat? I keep thinking I need to go by the liquor store and stock a pantry up a little bit, and I keep forgetting about it. You gone, Lillian? I'm glad you got your glasses, girl. Okay, I understand. I think everybody got the Monday blues. There's several drinks I like, but I still like a good margarita now. A lot of people don't know how to make a decent one. And but my favorite drink is still a salty dog. I like that drink. I make mine with dry gin. And you got to sort of watch it. It'll sneak up on you because you can't taste it. You can't taste the alcohol in it. Mm, sorry about that, Cookie. Don't know why people do that. Okay. You're a daiquiri girl, huh? Yeah, Cookie, we think you're pretty cool. We're just not going to tell you that. Well, you got a bunch of buddies in here, Cookies, so it's a good place to be. Yeah, it's tough. Mm. Boy, well, I always figured you can please a lot of folks all the time, but you can't please them all. Just, I guess my old hide got tougher as I got older. It pretty well rolls off. That's right. I guess I'm a little bit different. What you see is what you get, and if you don't like it, you don't have to look at it. Do what? Well, it'll get better, Cookie. That's one thing about it. Oh, Nicole, you're a sweetheart. I keep forgetting about the thumbs up and the likes and all that.
Hello.
Hello, fairy dust.
I
Hey,
had
you.
to pick out some photos from my photo library, and I didn't have a picture of you and me, so and Kenny's not here, so I chose Betty White.
Very well.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm just full of it like always. Like, you talk about people putting a show on. Now, if I came on this channel all prime and proper and wasn't cutting up and going on, y'all wouldn't even think it was me.
Word. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, girl.
All right. All right. Well, let's talk then. Since we're in a live chat, we need to be talking and talking.
Can you hear me?
Hmm.
That Betty White was a trip, wasn't she?
She was the ex boyfriend of mine, used to work for the movie industry, did a lot of movies, met a lot of celebrities. And there was a movie that Betty White was in, and her assistant, who knows where the person was at, but she needed assistance to go back into the vehicles. And so she wrapped her arm around the ex's arm so he can help her walk towards the vehicles that were there.
Hmm.
And very nice lady. It was a movie with Jamie Lee Curtis and Betty White, and I think Sigourney Weaver and Kristen Bell. Yeah, it was called You Again. I believe it was that one. Anyway, so then the assistant comes up. I'll take her now. Gee whiz. Yeah.
Yeah, Kathleen. See, that's what I'm talking about. That wouldn't be me. Like once in a while, I have to go to a funeral or a wedding or something like that, and have to put a damn suit and a tie on. Ooh, not me.
You got to have your cowboy boots, right?
Yeah, it just that's one good thing about it down here in Texas. You put a pair of starch Levi's on and a nice
Starch Levi's?
Western shirt, pretty well.
Crazy.
You get by with doing what you want to do. The suit and tie days are about over with, I think.
And a nice Stetson hat.
Who the what?
And a nice Stetson hat.
That's something I got to buy me another hat. Mine got messed up.
Yeah, me too. I need to buy another hat. I like hats.
Yeah,
Cat.
there's a misconception. People, I've heard several women say men were the one that come up with bras. Blah blah blah. That's a bunch of BS. A guy would a whole lot rather have ladies walk around with no bras on and nipples showing than they would with a bra on. I guarantee you.
Never liked the braziers. Never liked them. But I'm not going to comment on that.
Oh, you just
Never mind. There's too many people watching. Anyway, allergy I'm hoping is getting better, but now we've got a really good breeze over here, and I feel like they're going to kick in again. Boy, I tell you, not my favorite time of the season. So excuse me.
you might be surprised, Cat. Yeah. I used to have had some stuff that I was doing that I had to put a suit and tie on every once in a while, and that was a damn rodeo. I'm real slim waisted up until just about the last 10 years. Well, I always wore 28 Levi waist, and but I wore a damn 42 and a half shirt and jacket. That used to be fun, is trying to find a damn Used to, suits, they didn't sell the pants and the jacket separate. They You bought a suit and then they tailored it to you. I've seen them people, you get a 42 or 43 jacket and the damn pants will be like 36, something like that, 38. And they'd try to sell it to you and they'd have them pants folded up in the back like the pockets covering each other. Oh, I'm glad them days are over with.
Hello,
And
Adventures in Xanadu. Sorry, Ron.
I never could tie a damn tie right.
Wow, I wish I was a size 28 waist.
And I'm more. I got a
Excuse me.
heaviest I've ever been 34. Now down to about, I don't know, 130 like that now. Hello, Alexander. Yep, that's right.
Hmm.
Mm. My folks were real religious. Growing up, you had to go to church 2 or 3 times a week. And you always had to wear a suit and tie. Mm.
Wow.
It's like Amy said, now a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, you go just about anywhere you want to.
Yeah. I can't stand it to see the kids nowadays in high school or with their pajamas on going to school. Can you imagine walking around in your pajamas?
Yeah, I tried them clip-on ties too, but the only trouble I had with that cookie was my neck was so damn big that I had hell finding. I'd have to get tailor-made shirts, or I'd start turning purple when you try to tighten, you know, button that top button. Ooh,
Oh,
miss,
yeah. Seeing
miss.
a man in a tuxedo is nice. Once in a while, for the occasion, of course. They want to see a girl in a pretty dress. So
Yeah,
why not a man in a nice tuxedo? But we're campers. We're mostly, comfortable clothes and hang out by the fire.
last time I had a tux on, is I was the best man in the wedding.
There you go.
Ooh, yeah, that's right, Diane. No, I can't handle that either. It's funny how styles change. I was watching something the other day, and some gal had a pair of big bell bottoms on. I was cracking up thinking about them.
Hmm. Oh, I remember the bell bottoms. I love them.
I've her for a long time.
As a matter of fact, I have some jeans with some embroidery sequence in one of the legs, the lap area, and but they're bell bottoms, but they're too long. So if I was to go get them hemmed, I don't know if they would keep. I think they would keep the bell bottom. That'd be funny.
Mm, that was on American Idol. I think I saw that, which
Hmm.
that was pretty late. But and bell bottoms came from Kenton. Back me up on this. Came from the Cowboys, and they were where they'd slip over the boots and work right. And you still get a right cut in a pair of jeans, and there'll be a little bell on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, and styles come and go. My favorite style was the beautiful dresses and from the 1930s. The 20s were nice, but the 1930s was very beautiful and glamorous and just really nice clothes. And then I don't know what happened to the 40s. But yeah, the 1930s were really nice.
I tell you what, it's funny how that changes.
Hmm.
The, and what they gal tell me at one time said, you hang them clothes in the closet long enough, they'll be back.
Right? I got 2 closets full of clothes I haven't gotten rid of. Uh, Somebody called me a hoarder. Why? Because I have all these clothes in two closets.
I've been throwing clothes away left and right.
Oh, they're gonna come back in style. No, I got to get rid of them.
I started throwing stuff away. Just I threw 2 or 3 big trash cans away the other day. I can't believe I got that much in this trailer.
Hmm. Right? You just never know.
Well, when you're on the road, it's a little bit different because when I was traveling all the time, I mostly jeans and t-shirts or long sleeve shirts, whatever. And then I'd have one suit of dress clothes in there where you wouldn't go someplace fancy where you could, and that was about all you needed. But sit one spot for a little bit, well, you tend to collect that stuff.
And see where we're at. It's usually dry and warm, but you do get those cold. If you're going to travel here, there, and everywhere, you do have cold spots. So I need to carry both, and just either be in layers or what. So packing light for me, I try my best, but I might need this, and oh, I might need that, and so I pack it up and throw it in the van. Yeah.
Cat. Damn, I ain't been to a cattleman's ball in a long time.
Oh, nice.
My best friend down here, he raised Dr. cattle, and he had 28,000 acres that they ran, and I helped him out a whole lot. Yeah, no,
Well, see, in my life, in my career, I Monday through Friday, you had to wear office clothes, and your accessories and get all dolled up for work. So the weekends, oh, I just wanted to have shorts and a tank top on just for comfort. So, and when people have to wear, farm clothes or working clothes, they want to get dolled up in the weekend. Some of them, not everybody. But I used to love wearing uniform. When I worked in the medical field, I liked wearing the uniforms.
hello, Aunt Jake.
Hi, Ann.
I tell you what, it's dangerous when a woman comes walking in the house after she's been at work where she's all dolled up. Them high heels go flying across the damn room, and the bra comes flying across the room behind that before they ever get in the door good.
Uh-oh. So nobody wants to come up and say, "Hey, I need to drop down only to remove that picture." It was just for jokes.
What's wrong with the picture?
Oh, you don't mind it?
Oh, yeah, I know what they are. They, no, I don't mind it a bit.
Well, then there you go. It's your chat.
No, yeah, I got in a damn fist fight nearly over a horse and some Mexican spurs, and real long rail spurs, and a damn idiot. I was when I was rodeoing, he took and tacked those rails solid. He cut a horse all to pieces with them things. I took them off of him one day. He didn't appreciate that much, but he was mistreating a damn horse he was riding, and he had that horse bleeding with them long.
No,
Well,
don't. No, no, no. Let's not talk about torture. No, no.
Why you don't like horses?
I love animals. I don't want to see them bleeding or anything.
No, well, they got.
No.
He didn't hang around after that.
God.
And, yeah, I'm sort of like you, and it. Well, that ain't no different than y'all. Y'all can be kicked back and just relax as heck, and some good-looking guy come walking by in a tight pair of jeans. Y'all be standing up straight, pushing them boobs out and strutting.
What? Wait a minute. What did you just say? We're gonna pop our boobs out.
Yeah, I mean, stick them out. Sort of stand up straight and make them look good.
Really?
Yeah, I guarantee you. Don't you mean really? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Ah,
Not
bad.
me. Not me, mister.
And you mean when a really good-looking cat comes walking by and smiles at you, and you don't straighten up and go get on point a little bit?
Your shoulders back, chest out, chins up. No.
Bad dust. Your nose is gonna grow, girl.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. Should I say? Who wants me to say? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to say. Just kidding.
Yeah, clean. I've seen
Oh God.
some of
You,
those guys.
you guys are too much, man. Hanging around with you guys is too much.
What are you turning red about?
What?
You're not on speed.
Okay, my arm's twisted. What I was gonna say is there's no way that I could perk them up and send them out. You know what I mean? they're not they're not like that.
Yeah,
They're,
well, you just
they're
stand up.
calm, cool, and collected. That's all I could say.
Yeah, but you stand up straight and push your shoulders out, and you can make them stand up a little bit more. Oh, don't kid me.
Nah. Oh man, that's funny. It's I like to joke around a lot. You know what I mean, Ron? No, just for laughs.
Hell,
It's better than crying.
I'm not joking.
You're serious, right?
Yeah, Cat, I've seen some of them old boys suck at stomach in until they turn blue. If he want that gal to get on the way where they could relax.
Uh, Flip one to the back of the shoulder, flip the other one to the other back of the shoulder. Step aside. Oh gosh. Yeah, I was never a teenager with some little perky ones. You know what I mean? Don't know what the word size A means, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've seen a few like that.
You've seen a few like that. Okay.
Mm-mm. Now, I'm confused now, Cat. You know, got above my head. What in the hell are behave boobs?
I'm going to put my mic on because I'm going to get me a refill.
Okay, okay. Ray, do you know what the hell she's talking about with boobs that are behaved? Well, what about when you were in college, Diane? Damn, we run Ann off.
Britsky.
Yeah, you go.
Where's Kenny? I think he would love this topic.
Oh, okay. Well, now these little old gals, 17, 18 years old, are going dropping $4,000, 5,000 and just custom fitting them. I'm with you, Ray. I never saw a set of titties I didn't like. Whoops, did I say that?
Ray, he's hilarious.
What? Well, can't you see a guy saying, "Oh, get them away from me"? No, I don't. No, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I thought Michael Ann was getting sexy on us with them pasties today. Okay, be good. She had her live running, and did you notice that, Cookie? I thought I'd ask her later on after she finally set up a little bit taller where you could tell what they were. I'm talking about what was on the shirt now. I knew what. No, never mind.
Well, I just got to say that the female anatomy is for the men to look at. I agree. Same with the male anatomy for the women folk. And I have no complaints. I'm I don't mind. I look at them all. I'm out there by the beach, I'm out there wherever, and I'm just looking at everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I get tickled. You women are sneakier about it. If there's a good looking, sexy woman comes walking by, a guy's going to turn around and look at her, walk off, and probably get hit.
No,
And
not well. If I had a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, I would be like, wow, she's a beautiful looking woman. I like the way that dress looks. Or, you know what I'm saying? I can compliment without being jealous because it's true. That's what I mean. You got to be real. It's true. It's out there. It's beautiful, whatever. You
but
know, it's one thing to compliment and admire somebody looking good or a sharp dressed man or a nice looking lady dressed up. It's another to be all lusting over it and getting all weird. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I know what you're talking.
But jealous? No, I don't think so.
Some women are so damn jealous though. If you look at another woman and they done got hot the wrong kind of way, they ooh, my first wife was jealous. Ooh. And what was funny about her, she took them and she had she had to have the attention. She's a good looking woman, but she had to have the attention. Stand up, Michael Ann.
Standing up.
See there.
Hi, Michael Ann.
They're pandas.
What? Oh my God. I didn't even see that.
They're not
I
pasties.
tell you,
They're
where's
pandas.
Kenny?
I did a double take on that.
Well, I kind of looked before you even made the comment. I kind of looked at the t-shirt myself and went, "Somebody's going to say something about that."
Oh, let him. Just let him.
Oh, Lord. If I didn't tease Michael Lance, you'd think I was mad at her. Hell.
Well, you were just lucky. Because before that, I had a lower cut shirt on and they got wet from doing dishes, so I had to change. And got canvas instead of a lower cut. So.
What, did you cut the cam off this time?
Excuse me?
I said, did you cut the cam off this time when you went and changed shirt?
No, my computer was downstairs. I went upstairs to change my shirt.
Okay.
I only made that mistake once and it wasn't live. Thank God. Crystal was the only one that seen it.
You might have had a, what do they call it? One of them viral videos.
Well, it's one way to get subscribers. No, I'm not doing that.
Well,
or lose my channel one way.
I've got one of my videos where I put up that I said that I don't think I'm built for YouTube. I haven't got big boobs. I don't wear a bikini. I haven't got a cute butt. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not.
Oh. There you go, Michael Ann. Van Life Rocks is saying hello.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
You looking at my pandas, Ray?
Oh gosh. I can't open my bottle. Oh.
That was the only shirt I could find with pandas on it when I was at the Toronto Zoo, whatever year that was that they were there.
So cute.
I don't think I've been back there since then. No, I haven't.
I thought Michael Ann was getting kinky on us.
There I go. Oh yeah, now I opened it. Oh, good.
What are you whispering about?
I couldn't open my bottle of orange flavored Gatorade, 0 sugar. Now I got it. See, that's what I need a man for, the grips. Oh, there's Kenny.
Oh my Lord, I'm gonna let that one slide.
What'd I say?
Comment, but I'm not gonna go there because somebody's gonna make a comment about it too.
Oh, for crying out loud. Do I gotta watch my P's and Q's here in this chat? Oh gosh.
I'll say that's why I got the rubber grippy things. Don't need a man for that.
Yeah, I have one. I can't find it. But my ex used to call it my boyfriend, the grip, the grippers to open jars, and I can't find him. I guess I need to go shopping and buy another gripper.
Is that what they call them now?
Yeah, we call it the boyfriend.
Don't need a man to get a grip. You take the jar, you turn it upside down, you smack it on the lid. Pops open every time.
Do you think it's because I had this case of Gatorade in my van for a while, and with the heat and the cold, it's more difficult to open, or is it just my baby Kadzuki grips? I can't open nothing. I don't know.
Cookie, good one. No comment.
Cookie!
Oh goodness, Kenny. I don't know if you need to come in here or not. Hello, Meg.
Aaron.
That burn Meg just comes through in a whirlwind every night, don't you?
Yeah, Diane, one of the ones I have is like the shelf lighter.
Guten Abend, Meg. Guten Abend. Oh, Angie, hey.
What time you get here?
Howdy, y'all.
There you are, Kenneth.
You missed the show, Kenny.
No, I hadn't missed the show.
He's already seen the pandas.
I've already seen the pandas.
He was up on my live for the whole thing.
Yep. I was actually the very first one in her chat today.
Yeah.
I told you about them bearskin drugs, Michael Ann.
It's not a panda bear skin.
Ah,
I think Japan would, Japan or China, whatever, whichever country would frown on it.
I actually fell asleep.
Again?
I just woke up.
Dreaming? Were you
Pasta
dreaming?
did much for you? The pasta put you in a coma?
Hello, Angie. Hey, how you doing, darling?
I was right about watching these, and I all of a sudden fell asleep watching these.
I know she's on live, and then Ron, I'm gonna go do a live. Like, oh my goodness! If I had 2 devices, you know what I mean?
That's the reason why I'm always multitasking, because
Multitasking.
I got 2 tablets, a phone, and a PC.
Oh,
If you
funny,
count
earlier,
my dad's phone, it'd be 5 devices.
funny earlier because I was rewatching my live, and the next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I got a crook in my neck.
You're about to go to
Put me to sleep.
you about to go to sleep in here last night, weren't you, Michael Ann?
No. So that was Crystal that was almost dozing off. I was listening. My eyes were open.
No, William. No.
I'm old enough to be his mother. Almost grandmother.
William.
Not no. Mm-mm.
That William's a trip.
Well, he was talking about Kenny's girlfriend, Michael Ann.
Which girlfriend?
I don't have one, sorry.
Don't be sorry. You'll get one. Or a couple. Once that cruise hits you.
Oh, yeah, all those secret admirers.
Be prepared.
You'll have a whole harem time you get back, Kenny.
I probably wouldn't want to come back.
Oh, an islander, eh? All right.
I'm staying on the island here. Bye, guys.
Mm-hmm. Where's Kenny?
I don't know. We lost him somewhere around
Aruba or something, right?
What? Do them rooms have keys to them or cards to them or what?
Cards.
Kenny, you better get your shirt with pockets on it where you can keep that pocket full of cards in.
Kenny's going to be singing. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just he can go in and out when he wants to. I mean, he can go in and out of the room when he wants to.
Oh Lord.
He's going to sing Aruba, Bahamas. Come on, mama. Stop it.
No, I don't.
Stop it.
I don't see
Got
it before.
Never say never, Kenny.
I tell you what, I'm gonna hate to see Kenny go on that cruise and go to Disneyland out there. He get back, he's gonna have to sleep for a month to get over it.
Oh, gosh. If he comes back. Hey, Sandra. Uh-oh, here comes Lorraine.
Anyway.
Here comes trouble.
Y'all talking about snow and I've got the air conditioner on.
Yeah, I had to turn the cooler on today. You could ask about back ahead.
Yep.
He will get back.
I had to turn I had to turn the cooler on.
Never say never. Never, never say never.
I did have the windows open for a little bit. That got a little too cool. Don't say that word, Kathleen.
Snow?
Then it better go your way. You said it. I didn't.
Yeah, bring it on this way. I'll fight it. I'll handle it.
Only way
Forecast is rain.
this time of year, Kenny, the only way I get snow here in Texas if it's one of them snow cones. That's all the snow I want.
Snow cone would be good.
Yeah, I like it.
Nope, just rain in the forecast. No snow.
I do hope we get some rain out of this mess. So, need
Hey,
about
Ron.
hello, Ron C. Pineapple Man. Hello, Miss Diane. I thought you were already in here.
Hey, Ron sees America.
Hey, Ron sees America.
Diane saying hello to Ron C. Me and him get in a room, it gets confusing. And then when you get the other Ron in here, three of us in there.
The Rons.
The Outdoor Adventures of Ron or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Ron, what? No, not you, the other Ron. What? No, not
Hey,
you, the
Ron.
other
Hey, Ron, Becky.
I sort
Howdy,
of
Roy.
like it when they got them other Rons in here, because I can blame everything on them then. Hello, Roy and Becky.
Be right back.
Damn. Oh, one of the pasties fell off.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, Roy, it was blowing here like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about Ray now. He's gone for a minute.
Good night, Ray, in case he doesn't come back.
I got to check on that dog. I'll be back in a minute. You don't like your kennel being shut up, do you?
Hey, Aaron Jameson, I didn't see you here. Hello. Are those Scooby snacks for Rocky road trip?
Yeah, he was mad at me. I cleaned his kennel. I cleaned it up in here today, and I shut on the kennel. That's what he was fussing about.
Aw.
It's the craziest thing in the world. If you take and point a camera at him, he'll run.
Oh, Diane, yes, get her done. Elvira.
Aaron, now you know I wouldn't get in trouble.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Aaron Jameson.
I don't never get in trouble unless me and Aaron are on both up on the same live stream. Sometimes we can stir the pot pretty good. Yeah, good luck on that one, Diane.
Mm-hmm.
No, now not. Wait a minute. Now you've been on a few of these lives here that got pretty good. Most of it's your fault, wasn't mine.
Oh,
Well,
a fire? Wow.
forest fire be bad in this kind of weather. Hello, Lisa. How you doing, girl? Thank you for coming in.
Hello, Lisa.
I
Yeah,
actually just dropped that link in her chat. She actually is getting ready to end her live. So I dropped her link in her chat to send people over here.
Oh, a Lisa raid, eh?
Yeah.
I tell you what, y'all need to go check her channel out. If you got a channel you want to grow, she'll sure put a plug in for you once you get it.
She will. She will.
Yeah, Roy, the wind like it is now,
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
be running 900 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. That's what we always get here in California when the Santa Ana winds hit, and they'll go, I guess, towards the north of California. And you have a fire up there, forget it. It's out of control real quick. So dry.
Yeah, most of the trouble I've got into on YouTube been on account of Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he leads me down the wrong path sometimes. Michelangelo wouldn't change t-shirts.
I put something more comfortable on. Like I took my jeans off and put comfortable pants on and put a more comfortable t-shirt on.
A
That's
glue,
right.
a glue getting where it is. Hawkins family.
Have a good night, Hawkins Family Adventures.
Good night, Sandra. Be well.
Good night, Aaron Jemison.
Another one. Good night, Aaron. Be well.
Ah, I tell you what, Aaron go to running when he thinks he's gonna get up on screen. He's scared all these women gonna mob him or something. Yeah, with that wind, I imagine it is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, did they finally get all the fires put out up around Amarillo of your country?
You don't have to go.
Hey, loves you. How you doing?
Hey, loves you.
Miss Love.
Welcome, uniquely extra.
Hey, uniquely extra.
Oh, thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
I can't say your first name. Uniquely? Okay.
Yeah, uniquely extra.
Did she crash on us?
Maybe, possibly.
Mm-hmm. She said she's been working days and getting up early.
Yep.
Yeah, she's been getting off around 4 or 5 o'clock my time. Which
Mm.
if it's 4 my time, it's usually 3 hers, and if it's 5 my time, it's usually 4 hers.
Yeah, it was
How,
around 5 when she got home today. Our time.
how long y'all stay on here last night after I left?
An hour and a half or so.
About an hour and a half or so.
Mhm. We were burning out though. We were talking, but we were
and
getting comfortable in bed.
and I snacked on some crackers about 3 o'clock this morning. About 3 or 4 o'clock this morning at the same time. And I told Michael and I said that would do me until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And she went, "Really?" Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you, Eagley. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm gonna have to start working. I hit the 4,000 hours. I got that done, so now I need to work on subscribers, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, awesome!
Gonna get them subscribers while you got all those hours in there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it just, well, listen, y'all did it, I didn't. Yeah. But I got some other stuff coming up.
Okay, Kathleen. You have a good night and be well.
I tell you what, I feel sorry for them guys working for Kathleen. I bet they'll never know what's coming next.
But she feeds them good. She feeds them really good.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be talking about mountain oysters, carrying them guys to the doctor.
But it's better than branding them, don't you think?
True.
Good night, Cat. You have a good one, girl.
Good night, Cat.
Don't.
I know. And Brandon was like, that one's mine, and that one's mine, and that one's mine.
Damn. Made me cross my legs on that one.
Oh, ooh.
What are you grinning about, Kenny?
They get ice cream after their shots. Nice.
That sounds good. Right on. I like me a banana split.
Very,
I've had Rocky Mountain oysters, you know.
Oh, whoa.
that was good.
Well, uniquely, I'm from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah. Kenny, where you from, Kenny? Kentucky or Tennessee?
Kenny, where are you from?
Oh.
Uniquely Extra is asking where we were all from.
Well, I'm from Kingsport, Tennessee.
And
No.
I'm from Southern California, uniquely extra.
And I'm from Texas.
And Uniquely Extra is from Washington, D.C.
And Daddy said he's from his mama.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Oh,
Hey, Janice.
what are you doing?
Hey, Janice.
You been working? You open up your escort service again, Janice?
Be nice, Ron. Be nice. Don't mess with Janice.
Well, with special abilities, I won't have to eat everything.
Do what?
I was telling my special abilities that I won't have to eat everything. She said Kenny will have to eat. The reservations have been made.
Roy.
Well, I can't keep up with you. Yeah, where you from, Janice? Hey, mate, where you from? Janice, won't you come up on panel and see if she can guess where you're from?
Very good. That's a good one.
Mm-mm-mm. Kenny's a world traveler too, uniquely. He's got a cruise coming up. He's going to Florida, and he, Waco, Texas. Waco.
Is it Wacko or Waco?
Sometimes it's Waco and sometimes it's Waco.
Gotcha.
It's really Waco. There was an Indian tribe here that was the Waco Indians, and it's spelled Huaco. Waco. There was a name there.
Who are we trying to convince, Bron?
Do what?
Who are we trying to convince that needs to know where I'm from?
Uniquely.
Not me.
Okay.
There you go.
If she says I'm a pommy, I'm out of here.
Hey, Janice.
Hey, Kenny. Hi, Michael Ann.
Hey, Janice.
Renee. You on the
Hello.
booze? Renee.
That's about uniquely. What are you doing? Damn, Michael Ann.
I
What?
love you. Hi, Ron sees America.
Getting comfortable.
Liam. Roy and Becky. Who else have we got?
Roy and Becky. Roy is funny
Diane.
tonight.
Diane and Cookie. I just had to I started up the live, but I had to bolt over the pharmacy and get some more pills, so I'll sit down. I'll be able to sit down when I get back and have a yak.
All right.
So uniquely, have you decided you know where I'm from yet? Obviously not.
Hang on.
Oh, is this a clue?
Oh, she going back to the Philippines, huh? There's getting to be so many Filipino channels on here. I swear I need to learn how to speak the lingo.
Yep.
When I came back from overseas, I knew some Vietnamese. I could enough to get by, and I knew enough Spanish to get by. I'd be talking to guys that throwing Vietnamese words in and Spanish words in and English words in.
Close Ron sees, but no cigar. Yeah, right.
Ron.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Ron Apple.
Do. And Dino.
Mindanao.
Mindanao.
Mindanao. What is it? Come up here,
Mindanao.
uniquely.
Yeah, Mindanao, it's pronounced. At least it was when I was over there.
You need to get in the spirit of things, Janice.
Of
So-
what?
Follow Michael Ann's lead. She was up there for a long time with just pasties on.
And just what?
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. If they were two koalas, that would have been awesome for Janice. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm sorry, there were pandas on my shirt.
Oh,
There was two of them, but they were a little high up to be pasties.
oh! Now I'm with the train of thought.
I had
Ron,
one-
your boob obsession is a real bit of a worry, I tell you. You're
between
gonna have
Ron
to grow
and
your
Kenny.
own.
Need to grow my own. I just stay home and play all day. What you laughing
Kenny B, Double D.
Oh my goodness.
saying?
Sorry, Ron. Sorry. Kenny.
Okay, we're giggles.
We need to get Kenny a set of t-shirt with a set of boobs on the front of it, so he has something to play with.
Ron sees America. Good one.
No, I won't say that. I won't touch that one. I'll leave it alone. Relocate.
No,
I reckon Ron C's got the atlas out. Armenia, Romania.
Is it the accent? Is that what it is?
I'll give him a hint. I'm not Eastern Bloc, Ron.
okay.
I'll take my pineapple recipe back again if he comes out with stuff like that.
Uniquely, I've got a good friend of mine that just about yearly tries to talk me into moving down to the Philippines. He's been down there a long time now,
Really?
like 20 years.
I had a relative, a missionary priest. He was, in fact, if he's still alive, I haven't seen him in years. But he was over in the Philippines for many, many years.
Philippines is a neat place, and they got a lot of good-looking women too. Woo.
God, here we go again.
Women all over the world.
Little eye candy don't hurt anything. Hell,
Nope. I understand.
I
understand. I was waiting for Gina's since last summer. Her Boys of Summer calendar never happened, but I was waiting. Oh gosh. I want a couple of them, Gina.
Oh,
Michael
I gotta put the candle on.
What?
Michael Ann from Canada.
What have I done now?
Oh, she said if Michael Ann was from Kentucky.
I'm from Ontario, Canada. Kenny's from Tennessee, near Kentucky area. But I have a cousin that's
I'm the one you need to identify where I'm from uniquely.
I have a cousin that's in the Philippines. I put in where he is.
Oh.
Well,
We have a lot of Filipinos living out here in my country.
Kentucky? That's really funny, Ron.
Yeah, I was from New York City for a long time.
New York City?
Yeah. Can't you tell by my accent?
I want to know what Ron C's got in his pineapple juice.
No, I can't tell from your accent, Ron. I know your name is not Ron Darrell. I know that much.
Yep.
I'm insane.
You're right about that. Oh, here comes Sean.
John? Good night.
Another one from the same country, uniquely.
Yeah. Sean been getting mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for the last hour. You think I'm lying? I'm not.
I heard him. I seen him.
Yeah, we chatted for a while last night.
You gone, Cookie?
Trust Sean to give it away.
Cookie, you have a good night and be well.
Good night, Cookie.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sean, how you doing?
What kind of pills did you pick up at the pharmacy, Janice? Is it Viagra or what?
I don't need Viagra, Ron.
But you might be handy if you did have it around.
Oh, we don't need Viagra.
Also might kill some poor unsuspecting sod too. No, just the normal, the heart pill, cholesterol pill. That's all I needed at the minute. The only other one I'm on is a low dose aspirin. So, and I've got plenty of them.
Janice is from, Janice is from Kansas.
Yeah.
Someplace a little south of the Philippines. Little island.
Yeah. Just a little bit smaller than the US.
Uniquely, I don't have a southern accent. I just talk slow.
So everybody else can understand.
Well, I even have trouble at times understanding Ron. Yeah, some of the things he says gets lost in translation.
Yeah. Well, you heard about those.
Canada.
You heard about the southern gal that talks so slow down here before she could tell that guy she wasn't that kind of girl she was.
Uniquely, I'm going to give you a clue. Janice and the Down Under cruisers, they're from the same country. That's just a hint.
And the same state too, Bernay.
Oh, and the same state.
Yep.
And she lived right next door to Crocodile Dundee.
No. Actually, he's over your way. He lives over there most of the, well, if not all the time, most of the time.
Yeah, he got some kind of trouble over there, didn't he? He couldn't come back for a long time.
Yeah, he refused to pay tax. That's why he didn't come back.
Yeah, there was something about
He was
that.
tax dodging.
There was some kind of snake about that. His mom got sick or something like that. And he tried to come back and they wouldn't let him.
Don't know that story.
That show was probably laughable to y'all, but it was a funny show here in the United States.
Oh, he's definitely a character. Yeah. Him and Strop on the Paul Hogan show that we had here locally. That's what got him going. But they were just hilarious. Typical Yahooisms and shenanigans that Aussies get into. But it was funny.
Yeah,
He started out, he was actually a painter. He used to paint the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And he'd start at one end and end up at the other. And by the time he'd finish, he'd have to start again. that was his line. But the movies, Crocodile Dundee was a laugh. Yeah.
Uniquely says that she might need some Viagra.
Yeah, you better get you a 90-day supply if she's 40 years younger. Now we know how come he's really moving to the Philippines.
Well, I think I know that's why my cousin stayed.
I'd talk to your doctor before you contemplated it uniquely. If your girlfriend's 40 years younger than you, yeah, she's only gonna seriously hurt you, boy. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not from Canada. Well, we'll put him out of his misery. I'm from Australia, from Melbourne, Australia. You know, the land of the kangaroos and the koalas
And Crocodile Dundee.
and Crocodile Dundee.
And Sean.
Well, there was one deal in that movie where a guy asked him for a light. He said, "No, this is a knife." And I
Yeah.
guess that's a moral there.
You know, the funniest one, I thought the funniest line in those, well, I think it was one of the earlier Dundee movies, was where he was talking to a guy on the station, and he's looking around everywhere, and he says, "Oh, you treat them like sheep, mate." And with that, he up onto their shoulders, and he's running across them. That just cracked me up. That treat them like sheep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh, that and he's running with the two toilets. Yeah, the bidet and the toilet. Yeah, that was funny too.
well,
Laying in the bath washing his socks.
that Aborigine was eating that bat, and they asked him how it was, and he said, "I need a little salt."
And the Aborigines can see in the dark, and he disappears into the darkness, and the next minute you hear thunk, and bloody trees. I hate the dark. Oh, yeah, there were some great one-liners in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
The other two they come up with after that weren't near as good as that first one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there were some classic lines in them. But as I said, that was typical Paul Hogan.
Yeah, yeah, he was made for that now.
Yeah.
I got tickled at him when he was needing something to put them berries in, and told her to give her bra, and she pulled that bra off without taking her top off, and he couldn't. That one freaked him out. Well, is there VA? Have you got VA coverage in the Philippines too, uniquely?
I would think, I don't know for a fact, but I would suspect that since the US pulled out of the Philippines after Pinatubo, whether they would still have facilities there. I'm not sure.
I was reading a deal the other day. You know, you've got the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now they've still got all the VA benefits, and they don't have any income tax down there.
Hmm.
Anyway, do that. Hello, Verna. How you doing?
hello.
Hello there. Verna?
Hey, Verna.
Where's Verna from? Verna Cordon. Hello. Welcome.
Damn, what are you doing, Michael?
Trying to find a comfortable spot.
Ain't that the truth? Always need to
I'm from
I flip
Eastern
my-
time zone, uniquely. Me and Michael Ann had the same time zone.
Yeah, I'm in Central.
Pacific It is 11:32 p.m. here in Southern California.
It is 2:32 a.m. on a Monday morning here.
Wow, I'm talking to tomorrow. Wow, far
And
out.
it's 4:32 p.m. Monday afternoon in my part of Australia. Mine and Sean's part of Australia.
Brenda's watching from the Philippines as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Verna, have you got anything to eat? Verna, if that's who I think it is, there's a guy named Mike Jew that runs a live stream. And Verna's always, if this is the same, Verna's on there. And she is eating every time I go on that panel.
Well, that's unfortunate.
We're stuck in the past. Really, we need to go back to the future. Roy, a friend of mine is getting involved with a Filipina who lives in China.
Good night, traveling with special abilities.
Right, Lorraine?
Good night, Lorraine.
Lorraine, how are you feeling? Give us a report before you leave.
Hey, Sean. Hey. Easy there.
He cracks me up.
He does.
But she said it's always, when I come in there, it's always breakfast time over there.
It was a Filipino that taught me how to cook rice properly.
You had to what?
It was a Filipino that taught me how to cook rice properly.
Yum.
Okay, well, that explains it, Lorraine.
Ew.
What are you going to do in 26 minutes, Roy? You better not be getting too feisty. Becky be slapping you upside the head.
Right.
You be getting that salt gun after.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny B,
Yes, sir.
have you been practicing your motorboating any?
No, sir.
Man, you gonna have to get with a program now. You gonna have to get trouble time you get on that damn ship.
He's exhausted.
Ron, I'd have to go a long way just to even fall off the edge of Australia where I'm at, let alone fall off the planet.
Right. I would be afraid to fly all the way to Australia. That's a long, long way. Whew.
I just make sure I pick a good airline, a reliable airline, as best you can anyway.
Gosh.
John's flying all the way to the U.S.
Yeah, he is.
I've done it. I've done the return trip to the US twice, and
Really?
by the time after about 24 hours or 25 hours to your first port of call, you can definitely cut washers off it.
Golly.
Yeah. It's each time I've gone over, I've gone from Melbourne to Sydney, which I believe in December they're actually bringing out a direct flight to Texas, which is I went to Dallas Fort Worth. That was my first port of call in the States, and then I transferred to American Airlines and went on from there. But yeah, I'll stick with the Flying Kangaroo where I can. Qantas.
Qantas?
Yeah, they've got the best air safety records in the world.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What is it from Dallas? I think it was. What was it? 21-hour flight.
No, I think because I had to go via Sydney, so yeah, that's an hour flight from Melbourne. Then you got your turnaround transfer from domestic to international. So I
Wow.
don't know. I forget what the layover was there. It wasn't long, but and then pick up the big jumbo to head across the Pacific. I mean, you can break it up. You can do, like you can do. Well, say we'll talk out of Sydney. Say Sydney, Hawaii to LA, or Sydney to LA direct is only something like about 15 hours or 16 hours direct. But again, I've got to add on the couple of hours there, so it's about 17 hours. But yeah, to Dallas Fort Worth, it was. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. I think it was. I know one flight I did with the layovers. Changing between the planes. It was 26 hours and 24 minutes, I think, before I arrived at Raleigh Durham in North Carolina. Yeah,
Wow.
believe it. Yeah. And then you catch up with who you go over there to meet. You're up until the crack of dawn, you gas bagging, and then you lose a day after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Your time adjustments.
I gained a day going over, and I lost a day.
Mhm.
Yeah, catching up on lack of sleep.
So uniquely is saying that he will adapt to the diet very easily. I had a Vietnamese girlfriend in my area for 19 years, and I now live with a Vietnamese family. I love to eat rice. Rice, baby.
Yes, I enjoy rice. Done in an assortment of ways. But I love Asian food as well. So
Mm-hmm.
Asian, Italian, Greek. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I'll have a go at making bits and pieces of stuff. Some of it I'm just not good at, but I love bechamel sauce on my lasagna, but there is no way known I would attempt to make bechamel sauce again. I could have wallpapered my house with it.
and Roy is saying that if Honey could drive all the way to Australia, he'd probably go. I'm with you, Roy. This is why I'm so determined to go visit them for the Bon Voyage party the night before they go on their cruise, because the Canadians and the Australians are going to come this way. And when am I ever going to meet them? It's easier to meet the Canadians because we could drive, but the Australians, other side of the world, are you kidding me? So I'm taking advantage of that.
I tell you, the last flight I made from the Philippines to Vietnam, I walked into PX in the Philippines, and you could buy 5/5 of wild turkey for just a little bit. I don't remember what it was. It was like $10 or $12, and it's like a 5-pack. And I bought it and bought a whole sack full of lemons and went and got on that plane. And there were 4 of us drank them 5/5 before we got to Vietnam 10 hours later. We wasn't feeling no pain at all. Ooh, it killed me now.
Yeah, you would. Well, Janice, the Qantas Airlines, do they have really nice cushiony seats where you're comfortable for that long trip?
I don't know. I'll never find out what it's like in first class, Bernie. But
oh, in first class only.
I'm. I'm one of the, many that travel down in the cattle truck down the back. But no, I mean, you can get up and move around and do your thing. I mean, when you're just cruising at altitude, yeah, you can stand up and walk the length of the plane if you want. Sort
Oh,
of thing.
okay. So I
Yeah,
apologize. Yeah, the airplanes have to be a lot bigger
yeah.
than the ones that we're using from California to Florida or California to North
Oh
Carolina.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
They're definitely large. Yeah, they're jumbos usually, and
Oh,
yeah,
good.
and then your domestic, routes.
I agree, Sean. You need all the help you can get.
Yep.
I had a field trip in the second grade when they showed us a 747. And being small, I'm sure it was a ginormous airplane, but it had the spiral staircase 2-story with a bar, everything up there. A 747. I'm assuming that's when they were coming out. If anybody knows, I don't know.
No,
But
not
this was
overly.
early 70s, and they took us on a field trip. Wow, I just fell in love with it. Ginormous. And these little airplanes that I went on to go to Florida and to North Carolina, they were tiny little airplanes, very uncomfortable for me.
Ron C, did I fly the A380? I suspect it was an A380 that I came home on the last trip over. We were supposed to go direct from Dallas Fort Worth, but they were on shutdown due to tornado watch at the time. We got diverted to Austin. We're getting low on fuel after doing circuits in the air for over an hour, I don't know how long it seemed like forever. Anyway, we finally got back to Dallas, and no, hang on, no, it was really Durham. Actually, I think was the trip. It was the second trip. Yeah, that first trip I was on tornado lockdown, but I finally got the flight. I was supposed to have a seat all to myself. Yeah, going home out of Fort Worth, but because the people that were on the plane were supposed to get connecting flights to LA from Dallas, heading to Australia, they got all redirected onto our plane, and it was chockers going home. I know that, but no, the 380. I flew out of. I'm just trying to think where I flew out of. I think it was Raleigh Durham that I come out of, but to LA, and at LA, I think we picked up the 380. Yeah, it was a nice flight, big plane.
Wow.
Yeah, had plenty of room on that one.
Oh, there he is. Disappeared in the dark.
My light went out. My light's been out a long time.
Lights are on. Nobody's home.
That DFW is a big ass airport. Oof. It's funny. I used to have a pilot's license, and I really used to enjoy flying, and I don't care nothing about.
Did they stop flying the 747s?
No, I think they're still in service for various parts of the world. 747s.
Well, the Concorde didn't last long, did it?
But no.
That was a huge airplane there.
Yeah, it was a huge loss of life too. Yeah. I mean, that was subsonic, that thing. But let's face it. I mean, who could afford? Only the ultra rich could afford to fly on the damn thing.
Well, they didn't make many trips into the U.S.
Not too many parts of the world had airstrips long enough for the damn thing to take off or land.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I live in Waco, just about the center of Texas. Uh, Ron Seas lived up around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I don't really remember the different terminals, Ron. It's been a while since I've been up there. I knew you worked on some of that stuff.
It's a big airport, I know that. Easy to get around, but it's a big airport.
Yeah, the Kennedy Airport is the one that I hated.
Yeah, I haven't had the misfortune to land there yet. I believe it's a nightmare. LA is a nightmare too.
Yeah, I don't go near LAX. I go to the Ontario International Airport. That one's a little closer, but small and
Just trying to find the international airport from coming from domestic is a nightmare. I mean, it'd be different if you knew where you were going, what you were doing, but yeah.
I hear that LAX they've modernized it and I assume made it larger, but yeah, I don't go near that one. Ontario's so easy. I park the van, get the little bus that takes me 2 minutes to the airport, and you're in and you're done.
Well, I'm only 15 minutes from Tullamarine here, which is the international airport for Melbourne.
I can't believe you don't like seafood living where you live, Janice.
Well, as I've told you in the past, Ron, I got that bone suspended in my throat as a little child, and it lacerated my throat. It turned me off it for life. But everyone else in the family loved seafood, but I just can't come at it. Can't stand the look of it. Can't stand the smell of it. And yeah, I'd sooner be anywhere else but sitting at a table with somebody eating seafood.
I'll have your share, Janice, because I love seafood.
Yeah. No, far be it from me. People love it. Good on you. But it's just something I just can't come at.
I'm not a fan either.
I put it this way: if I was marooned on a desert island, the only thing there to eat was fish, I'd die of starvation. I just couldn't bring myself to eat it. I'd dehydrate anyway, just with constant vomiting, just thinking about it.
If that was the only thing you had left to eat,
I'd chew my own arm off, Kenny, before I'd eat seafood.
Yeah, they live here. They got the silos and all that business here.
Oh, Diane, I do not like that Dallas-Fort Worth airport at all. We had a layover there, and no way. I just didn't like it.
I found it easy to navigate. You get the little train and off you go,
Gosh.
from one terminal to the next, and piece of cake. And when I arrived there, because dog tired, and I forget what our layover. It was about an hour or so. I still had, after coming through customs and what have you, I still had about an hour and a half, whatever, to wait to catch a connecting flight. And I was just walking around like a lost sheep, didn't know what to do with myself. And there was a bar there,
the basement,
and
Ron.
I got talking to the woman
Ron,
that was
check your
sort of
basement.
managing the sort of the entranceway in the bar and that. And we're having a good old chat. And and I said, I'd kill for a drink. She said, what do you want? I said, just a lemonade or something simple. I said, just something wet. And she took me up to the bar, and they poured me a lemon soft drink, which you call it lemonade. Yeah. Our lemonade is like your 7-Up. It's clear, but or lemon drink to us is is a lemon drink. Yeah, or a
There you
lemon
go,
soft
Janice.
drink or whatever. Hey, Sean, and so and wouldn't let me pay for it, nothing. Yeah, so that was great. That killed a bit of time, and I just spent the duration chatting to the people there, and it was good. Filled in the time before I had to hit the air again and get on my merry way.
Am I thinking right? Is Manila where the airfield goes out into the ocean?
I'm sorry, what was that, Ron?
I said, is Manila in the Philippines where the landing strip is built out into the ocean?
You're not thinking of the old air port in Hong Kong, are you? Yeah, that's hairy, coming in and out of there. Because you've got the huge mountain range that surrounds it, and it goes out to the airport, or the runway goes out, or did go out into the bay.
You got houses on either side as well.
Some LAX too. When I took off for Vegas, which is only less than an hour flight, we take off towards the ocean, and then he makes a U-turn, and then goes into Vegas, and that's just less than an hour. But I did that once.
Well, Honolulu, if you fly in that airport, and well, I don't know if they do it all the time, but I was in there and there was a storm out in the ocean, and so when they flew out of there, they flew right straight into the damn mountains and then made a U-turn and come out of them. That was a pretty rough place. Love Field used to be rough to come out of when they had all those skyscrapers there. As soon as they got off the ground, they kicked it in the butt and pointed straight up.
I think the hairiest flight I ever had was coming out of Hong Kong, and on the old, I think it was Kai Tak, I think was their airport then. I think they've since relocated it, I believe. But that's they hold you on the ground and they power up, and I mean the plane is vibrating. And then, it's like the proverbial off of Shanghai when they release the brakes. You just go straight up in the air. And of course, they've got to really get the ascent correct, because you've got a huge big mountain range surrounding it. And we copped an electrical storm coming out, as we got to the peak of the mountain range. And it was throwing us around like a rag doll. And, like even with safety belts on, we were still coming, about a foot out of our chairs. And the poor bloke next to me, he was as white as a sheet, and he was almost screaming. He just about ripped the arms off the chair. He was hanging on like all I could do was laugh. I just threw my arms up in the air and go, "Wee, doing again," because the plane's heaving up and down like this. He thought I was mad. I loved it. It was the best damn ride I'd ever had.
Uniquely, you come back. We always have up there.
Sorry, Ron. You know that in Johannesburg, the aircraft has to be very, very careful, because they've got to line up the elephants and the lions just in the right position so that they get enough run on the runway to get the plane up.
Yeah, right.
Nice to meet you, Uniquely. You have a good night.
Good night.
Nice to meet you, Uniquely. Good night.
Yeah, come back and see us, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you believe me, then I don't know.
There's some crazy airfields around the world.
Yeah.
I like that. What is it? North Carolina, Douglas Airport. I liked it. It was huge, but they had these really nice white rocking chairs all around with little, I think they were artificial little trees right besides them. Really, really southern, I guess. Really nice.
I tell you one that you want a rough flight, you start flying across the United States in the spring when they planted all the fields and there'll be just, a mile square of green vegetation, and then you hit bare ground. It's like riding a damn roller coaster. Just boom, 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 boom. You might drop 300 foot when you get over that bare ground and then go up 300 foot when you hit that green.
I'm not looking for you guys landing in Miami airport in October. That city's really bad. But
So
Orlando
for
airport,
us,
awesome.
we'll be flying into Houston and then from Houston to Fort Myers directly. So south, what they call that, south region, southwest region, or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
So and then we'll be driving into Miami. So
Gotcha.
I don't know if anybody will let me use the steering wheel, but hey, I'll do my best.
I'd be terrified, Sean. Yeah,
No,
driving on the wrong side of the road.
That's it. The truth of the matter, Janice, is I will teach them how to drive on the correct side of the road.
Good luck with that. It's the scariest thing I've ever. Yeah, my first experience of being in a vehicle, driving on the wrong side of the road, I just about had a heart attack. I wasn't driving. That was the worst part because I was seeing traffic coming at me as a passenger, still mindset of a driver, freaking out.
Do you know what? Do you know what's really fun, Janice, is when I'm talking to some of my US mates, and I'm talking on Messenger in the car, right? And I have the camera turned around so they can see where we're going, and just watching their reactions. It's awesome. You should try it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, goodness.
My experience, it didn't take, I mean, give me a couple of days. It didn't take that long to get my sea legs, but the first up, driving, being in a vehicle, being driven on the wrong side of the road, that was hair raising. But I did get used to it. I'd hate to drive in the likes of Miami or the big cities. That would just freak me out. Absolutely freak me out.
I reckon I'm going to stand on the edge of the pavement there going.
Yeah. Like you have to do in Rome. Doesn't even though they drive on the wrong side of the road, it makes no difference for them. And footpaths and roads are the same thing to the drivers. Yeah, that is scary.
I believe that in Rome they've got this new road rule that goes keep death off the roads and drive on the pavement.
Yeah. I nearly got sconed on the pavement. Over in Rome. Yeah, it's marvelous where they get cars get driven, and you'll get those little I call them matchbox cars. The what do they call them? The economy cars or something. And you can pick them up and park them, whatever. Anyway, when you see the likes of clowns in those trying to take on a bus, that's funny.
Yeah.
Or the semis. Yep.
No, a bus. Yeah, no, those little economy cars, they I'm sure they come in a box like a matchbox car, but they're only tiny little things. But take on a bus. God almighty. I was in the bus at the time. But put it this way. The little matchbox car was a write-off. It ripped the axle clean out from the front.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was only because it hit the tyre of the bus. Wow. Yeah, death traps.
I had a buddy of mine that we deer hunted together. We were in that Jeep of mine. And he would, if he got in a vehicle, he'd drive 15 miles, he'd be asleep. I mean, just instantly. I was running down the interstate doing about 80, and there was I guess the trucks were coming out of Mexico, but they were big semi trucks, and they had 3 of them that were pulling. And I run right up against them. Of course, one of them was backward. The back one was backwards. And I ran right up against the grill guard on that truck and hollered real loud and slammed on the brakes. And that old boy woke up. He was looking at the grill of that truck right in the face. He'd like to kick my windshield out of that damn Jeep. That old ball. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Paul Boggs.
It's interesting in the outback of Australia where we find all our road trains, and being on the roads with the likes of those guys, how they manoeuvre those. I tell you what, they've got proverbials of steel.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many of those trailers?
Especially when you got something that big going along with like so many trailers behind them.
Ron, to answer your question, I don't know what the standard is, but I mean, you could see it'd be nothing for them to have, about 6 or 8 trailers behind them. They're huge. They're big prime movers, and there's 6 or 8 trailers behind them. They are ginormous, and of course, you get up in the outback and the roads can narrow down to just a track. And so, you've just got to get off the road and give them a full berth because they can't deviate around you. Otherwise, they start fishtailing everywhere and, and they certainly can't, jump on brakes or anything like that. They're like a big train, only not on rails. Yeah. Yeah, they are huge.
When I go
they
see
keep the outback open.
Buddy of mine over there, we had to run several hundred miles on a dirt track to get to that ranch that you drove, or that set, what the hell he call it? Not ranch, but
Station.
And we saw a bunch of those trains. Well, everything they got came in on those trains from the outside, and they shipped everything on them. But I saw 6 or 7 of them behind a truck. But I'd have somebody tell me they'd pull as many as 10 of them things.
Possibly, Ron. Yeah, it's as I said, I don't know what the standard is, but I've seen them with between 6 and 8 behind them, and I've been on the roads pulling a van, and we just get the hell out of Dodge, give them the whole road.
Yeah. Well, here in the States, 3 is the most you can pull, and there's not many states you can pull. Let me in.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than air freight, sea freight, depends, especially in the remote areas, their only access is by road, and access by road is only at certain times of the year as well, because of the monsoonal rains and things like that. So
some of the trains themselves are like nearly 2 kilometers long. Not only the road trains, but the actual ones that go on rail are close to 2 kilometers long as well.
Yeah, well, the Australia Pacific can be about that long, can't it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, that freight trains can even be longer. Yeah.
They don't understand how big this country is, to be honest.
No, I know.
We have that here in the U.S. on the trains. You get them coal trains coming out of Wyoming, and Lord, they'll be a mile or 2 long. Have 6 or 7 engines on them. Have half of them pushing, half of them pulling. There was I was asking Janice about this the other day. When they built the railroad across Australia, one of them built it as an HO gauge, and the other one built it as a different gauge. And when they met up, they couldn't run the same train across. They had to lift the cars off and swap them back and forth. I'm sure they fixed that by now, but at one time they had a turnaround right out in the middle of the country.
We had that problem too, between Melbourne and Sydney. So New South Rail was on a smaller gauge than Victorian gauge, and there's a place called Albury where the station was actually quite large, so they could put 2 trains end to end. But now they've you'll see the same gauge going throughout the country now.
I was not in Australia is where I was talking about. I was just wondering if they'd fixed that. That's wild.
Only time I was ever on a train was going to school.
I just came up to have a short minute and abuse Kenny, but Kenny's too busy swiping right. So I'm going to actually head out, and I'll catch up with you guys another time.
All right, Sean. Appreciate
Bye,
you coming.
Thank you, Sean.
See you, Sean.
Thank you,
See ya.
Sean, for coming up.
Bye, Kenny.
Bye.
You're
Yeah, don't get,
playing golf again, Kenny.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, I thought
that.
as much. Yeah.
I bet if you got him about half loop-legged with a few drinks under his belt, he'd be a trip.
Who's that?
Sean.
Probably.
He said he's not much of a drinker, though. So
I was
maybe.
surprised. I was surprised when he said he was originally from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's not a dinky die Aussie.
No, you don't hardly see him anymore, Roy.
I'm just trying to see if I've got the site comparisons. I don't even know where I'd have it.
I think our ports over here in Portugal by Long Beach, San Pedro, I think they're still filled with cargo, to unload the train cargoes or the ship cargoes to put them on the train to take off. I think they're still full there. That's terrible.
Damn, we creeping up on 3 hours again.
Yeah, before you shut down, Ron, hang on, I just... Oh, I get this. I can't get it in between. Hang on, I just want to play with this a little bit to bring it down.
I got to get me a computer because this little phone can barely see you guys.
This, hang on, I'm just bringing it up for you now, Ron.
Okay.
Just to dispel the idea of where to go to. Hang on. Oh, I've locked. Hang on.
Although I do see you on my TV
Oh, here we
screen.
go. Hang on. No, hang on. Yep. No, my screen just locked temporarily. This is a just an overlay of America over over Australia, just to show you the size.
You know,
Can you share,
last time
can you
I
share that in?
Australia, well, they were paying big money for Americans to go down there and work down there.
I love maps. Where is it at?
Yeah, Ron hasn't put it up yet. It's there to share, Ron.
I had to get on there in a minute. There we go.
But people just don't appreciate the Australia, the continent of Australia, or the island, is not very far behind in area to the US.
No, they're just about the same size, aren't they?
We're a little bit smaller in area, but and the US is a little bit smaller than Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting. But see, you look at a map, and Australia's just this spot in the ocean, to the rest of the world. And yet,
Right.
yeah, but that's the political side of it. Yeah, it's not the physical area side of it. Yeah. But yeah, that just to give you an appreciation of how large Australia is.
Yeah. Where are you at? What part of that?
I'm down the little bit that's not showing on the screen down the bottom. I'm in Melbourne.
Oh,
in
okay.
Victoria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Melbourne, but I didn't see it there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I tell
No,
you,
if I go back to the standard size, it'll make it too small for you to see.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
I tell you something that's sort of funny. If you look at Texas and you look at the Panhandle, that Panhandle used to run all the way up into Montana,
Yeah.
within 400 miles of Canada. It used to cut the United States nearly in half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know, they sold that top of that Panhandle, which was part of Kansas, part of Colorado, part of New Mexico, part of Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Montana. They sold all that when Texas joined the Union.
I'll stop sharing it, Ron, so you can go back to your screen.
And Janice, have you visited any or most of the parts of Australia? Or any of it?
I've travelled right around Australia pulling a caravan in a four-wheel drive. And throughout my lifetime, with the exception of Australian Capital Territory, which is our where our parliament is in ACT, Canberra. I haven't driven in Canberra, but I've driven in every other state and territory of Australia, mainland Australia and Tasmania, of course. Yeah, wow. I haven't been over to Cocos Island or several other islands, but mainland. I've driven in every state and territory of Australia, with the exception I haven't driven in Canberra or ACT.
What do they call RVers over there? Greybeards or something like that?
Sorry?
The RVers over there. What do they call them? The grey something?
Grey nomads. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Simply because the majority of people, travelling are retired. Yeah, and well, let's face it. With your most of them will sell their assets and their bricks and sticks, and they'll buy a nice rig. Well, like you can't buy a caravan here under about 70 odd thousand, and plus then like your vehicle to tow it, you're looking upwards of a minimum of 50,000. So it's generally the older age are the ones that are in a more financial position to be able to do it. But when I was travelling around, there were a lot of younger people, mostly a lot of
expats. And expats. I used to watch House Hunter International. There was a lot of expats, and they would go to Australia, everywhere.
Yeah, but like we ran into them. They were actually travelling. We were going anti-clockwise, and they were going clockwise around Australia. Only a younger couple, and they had a couple of kids. They were going to do homeschooling. They'd organised that. The kids were only young, but he was a refrigeration mechanic, and she was a nurse. And they were working. They were going to be on the road for 2 years and working their way around. But they just had the basics. But they were working on the basis that they were going to pay their way around. They were working, and especially up in the top end of Australia, refrigerator mechanics were, they were rare as rocking horse poo. And you could get a job anywhere. And her being a nurse, she could get a job pretty much anywhere as well.
I got an invite from three friends of mine. They're leaving at the end of next month, going to Australia, and they're going to be over there 6 months on motorcycle. And they're going to tour as much as they tour in 6 months over there. But that'd be a hell.
Well, I hope they, do a fair bit of research before they hit the roads.
They've got three from Australia going with them. So.
Oh well, yeah. That's but there's a lot of Aussies that have never been out of cities either. That they've got no idea. Like in instances, like you get into remote areas and something goes wrong, what to do, what not to do.
Yeah, but none of these people all together.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're going to have a wow of a time, and in 6 months, I mean, we were pretty much full stick all the way around. I had limited time. I was on long service leave, and I had 3.5 months that I had time to be away from. Not unlike Paula, away from work. And but yeah, I got around Australia in 3.5 months, but it took pretty much that time to do it too. But yeah, so 6 months. Yeah, they're going to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, but long as they're long as they're not, they don't do anything silly. Like especially if they get up in the top end, that's where things can get a bit more dicey. It's so far between, just being able to get fuel, and so that as long as they pre-plan, at least have some idea where they plan to be and how they're going to get there, and do their homework, like distances, like coming across the Nullarbor. There's only about 3 or 4 stops maximum to cover from your last port of call in WA before you hit South Australia. And, like things, most people have to carry fuel, like drums of fuel with them to make the distance. I saw one idiot. I was just motoring along, because pulling the van, I was just motoring along at 80k and, not pushing it. We're diesel. And, this clown in a smaller car towing a 64 trailer, with a 44-gallon drum on the back of it. And he went, I mean, the Nullarbor is called the Nullarbor for no reason at all, other than the fact Nullarbor means treeless plain, and they're not kidding. It's nothing. It's flat as, and just nothing, and just a dust bowl. And anyway, this idiot come roaring past us, and I don't know what speed he was doing. He was flying. Anyway, about 3/4 of an hour later, here he is on the side of a road with his hose from his 44-gallon drum, filling his tank. And then about half an hour later, straight past me again he went. Well, he did this about 4 times in my trek, and I was still running on the one tank, filling up his damn car. I don't know how long his 44 lasted him, but the rate he was going, it wasn't going to be long.
Well, at least 3 guys that are going.
I think it was something like, it was over 500. Yeah, it was 500 or 600 kilometres between fills, and that was going from Norseman. I think I forget where the next stop was now, and we put one 20-gallon 20-gallon jerry can into the 4-wheel drive to make the distance, and that was topping up just to make the distance.
I don't worry about these 3 guys much. They just on motorcycles when we were younger. We've been to Mexico City 2 or 3 times from Texas.
Yeah. Oh, look, they will have a ball, and it's a great. It's such a great vast country to see, and the variation you get, like from city to country to outback, it's just staggers the imagination, and they'll have a ball as long as they stay out of up in the top end. They stay out of pools, for fear of crocs and rivers and things like that. But they're all pretty well signposted, and that if they keep their wits about them, they'll be fine.
These three guys have been around a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't worry about them too much. Now, some people.
Ron, it's you and I. You and I are the same thing. It's common sense most of the time, But it's hard to put a bit of common sense into some of the younger generation.
Ron, are they taking their own bikes?
Yeah, they're shipping their bikes over.
Wow, how long does that take to ship up?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, because I sort of checked on shipping my bike with them. and they'll put it on a ship. I think you gave them 30 days to get it over there. But
Oh, okay.
I don't.
The COVID and that, with all the ports and that closed there for quite some time, really threw all that out, out by the wayside. But I think it's it tightened up again now. It's reasonably quick.
Good night, Michael Ann. Boy, she left, didn't she?
She was knocking out. Good night, Michael Ann.
Good night, Michael Ann.
Good night.
Well, I tell you what, I'm fixing to do the same thing. We fixing to hit 3 hours again. We can't get off this thing.
Yeah.
All right. I got to get up early to see Ava Potterfield and have coffee with her. So I guess I better knock out. You guys have a great night.
I've got to get ready to get up here and try to watch
Go to sleep.
Call Me B.
Oh, wow. I wish I could. Okay.
All right, Fairy Dust. I appreciate you coming up, gal.
You have a good night, Ron.
Good
Bye-bye.
night, everybody.
Good night, Mr. Kenny.
I probably won't make it though to the Call Me B's, but
Well,
usually when I go to sleep around this time, 3 o'clock my time, I usually wound up sleeping till about 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Usually.
well, I don't sleep that long. If I go to bed now, well, I got everything pretty well ready to go to bed, so putting the coffee on. It's taking 15 minutes, I'll be in bed, but usually I wake up I stay up this late, 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. So, and I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow, too. All right, Kenny, man, I enjoyed it.
Me too. Bye.
But you need to start practicing that motorboat now, dude.
No.
You need to learn how to breathe through your nose. You can't breathe through your mouth when you're doing that. And, you need to learn how to time your breath back and forth.
Well, no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. It's not bad. It's sort of like snorkeling in the water. You got to come up for air every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll pass.
you might pass out doing it. You say, Lord, Lord, Lord. Say, come here, girl.
Well, I probably would enjoy every minute of it.
Oh, yeah, you would. No problem, Janice. I appreciate y'all coming in, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.